Hello everyone, I am Sajid and welcome back to my channel SciTech. In today's video, I'll try to compare both phones, friends, Mi11X and the Redmi K40 Gaming, which is also called as the Poco F3 GT maybe. So if the Redmi K40 Gaming phone is getting launched in India, a lot of users they are really confused whether to wait for the phone or buy this Mi11X, which is available right now in the Indian market. So let's see, friends. In this video, I'll try to go through the processor, camera, display, battery life, all those details, and try to watch till end of the video to get to know all complete comparison between the both phones. So definitely this video will be helpful for a lot of users who are thinking of buying the Mi11X device, but they are thinking of even waiting for the Redmi K40 Gaming or maybe Poco F3 GT. So let's see, friends. In this video completely I'll try to talk about this comparison, and make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon as well, and also don't forget to check the recently uploaded videos in my channel. So let's get started with this kind of comparison. So let's compare the processor. The first thing is the processor, friends. Where the Redmi K40 Gaming, which comes with the Dimensity 1200 chipset, as you can see here, the Dimensity 1200 and the Snapdragon 870 chipset, which is present in this phone, both are kind of same performance level and same Antutu benchmark test results, close to 7 lakhs results. So there is nothing much major change you will be expecting in terms of the performance. So both phones are going to have similar kind of performance, friends. So Dimensity and the 1200 and the Snapdragon 870 chipset. So in the performance level, you don't need to worry at all, and you don't need to get confused in the performance side. So next, let's move to the display. So display is another segment where a lot of viewers are kind of thinking, but let's see, friends, in the display what are the characteristics of this Redmi K40 Gaming. So which has got the OLED 1 billion colors and 120Hz HDR10 plus and the 500 nits brightness. So these are the specifications of this device. So here if you observe, the brightness level is only 500 nits. So whereas the Mi11X has got 1300 nits and Samsung's E4 type panel. So I would recommend in the display segment, the Mi11X is a clear winner. So as you can see, friends, if you compare this kind of specifications which is listed in this GSM Arena site, so that is where I am trying to refer in terms of the specifications of the display. So Gorilla Glass 5, Glass 5, so nothing much special in the display, but in the display brightness is good in this phone. So the display points, I'm giving points to the Mi11X device. So next, let's move to the battery segment. So battery is one of the important area, friends, where the Redmi K40 Gaming phone is really good, and the Poco F3 GT as well. So the battery it has got the 5065 mAh of battery, 67 watt fast charging, as you can see, 100% in 42 minutes. That's a very good advantage, absolutely, friends. In terms of the fast charging and the battery capacity, points goes to this Poco F3 GT or the Realme K40 Gaming. It's really good in terms of the battery backup and the fast charging. So if you are planning to buy a phone as a future-proof option, so try to buy a phone which has a fast charging capabilities, and so that you won't regret later on. And even if you have the better battery life, that will be really good. So combination of having fast charging and the very huge battery capacity will be in rare. So here you got that kind of combination, friends, having the large capacity and the fast charging. That's a very good comparing with the 4520 mAh of battery and 33 watt fast charging in this Mi11X. So maybe iQOO 007 will give tough competition with this phone, but not this phone in terms of the battery segment. So next segment is the camera as well, friends. In terms of the camera also, the Redmi K40 Gaming is another important thing, where it costs 64 megapixel camera lens, and this phone has got only 48 megapixel camera lens in the back side. So that is another drawback for this Mi11X device in terms of the camera particularly. So these are the few details regarding the camera, but definitely, friends, this 64 megapixel camera will be a lot better than the 48 megapixel camera, I would say, definitely. And in terms of the other functionality, both are having the same kind of things, everything. But one thing is that Redmi K40 Gaming will be having the buttons on the sides, as you can see, both sides. So by using those, you can actually play the triggers as well, friends. That's a very good advantage in terms of the buttons in which you got in the Redmi K40. So all, friends, in terms of gaming, I would say definitely the Redmi K40 Gaming is a good. So not in the processor wise, but there are a couple of things where you do get the extra buttons here, and which will be really good, helpful for the gamers particularly, and the fast charging and the better battery life. So these are the main things which gamers definitely they will be looking into. So in these segments, I would definitely recommend waiting for this phone as well. And I'm not sure when the phone will be coming to Indian market. But I'll definitely keep an eye on that, friends. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more details on this Redmi K40 gaming as well in the future. In case if you want me to make videos on this separately, make sure to comment below as well, and see you in the next video, friends. Until then. And finally, this is a complete comparison between both phones. And if you're not a gamer and if you don't care about 48 megapixel or anything, then definitely you can buy this phone. And if you're a gamer and if you want better camera, then definitely, and better battery life, you can wait for this Poco F3 GT or the Redmi K40 gaming. So thank you for watching this video, friends. See you in the next video. Until then, bye.